Everybody, it's a big Tuesday, and we are here for it. We got lots of different news items. A new news item just dropped this morning over on Deadline, as was pointed out by Walter Tomaszewski. Looks like multiple offers are being entertained by Warner Brothers Discovery right now to create the same situation that was there for Disney, a bidding war. Somebody's going to overpay for Warner Brothers Discovery, and it's going to be a hot mess. Good morning, Just a Dutchie, and good morning to the Georgia Peach. We've got lots of people in the house to say hi to. I want to say a special shout out and thank you to the Wrenches, both over on the Green Machine and on the Tube. We've got Ms. Pick Cafe over there on the Green Machine, riding herd over the Cat Slave 56, and another wrench, Tom, is over there. We got a few other folks like Longest Parsec and looks like a Gollum in the house. Dr. Jill is over there as well. It's like we are full of wrenches, I just want to say. It's not fun getting hit by a bag full of wrenches, so don't ever, if somebody's threatening you with that, you might want to leave the situation. Let's see. Tom F. is over here as well. We've got just incredible support across the board. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen today's video that broke the morning, it's insane. The possibility that somebody would want to actually hire Rachel Zegler. Got a couple more videos that'll show up much later in the day today because I haven't had a chance to make them. And there's many other things that are going to happen along the way. But a big shout out and thank you to Tony Piacente, who has been setting his watch by the number of gifties he can gift each and every day, apparently. So thank you for that. 5 Culture Casino memberships are out there now, and the membership continues to grow. For those of you who are interested, you can help the channel grow and help the membership base grow and get us back to 1,000 members, which is where we were before. Thank you, Tony Piacente. Hopefully we can get there again and keep it. It's very important. The people that are members are big participants in a lot of what we do here, and I appreciate each and every one of you, so much so that if you are a member, you get access to at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe members first videos, which you get first, usually about a half a day before everybody else. So it's kind of a privilege, not to mention the every other Tuesday movie night that we do, and working on some other stuff for you all as well. So thank you again, Tony Piacente, with the 5 Culture Casino memberships. All right. Grim received a gift membership. Awesome. Look at that. All kinds of people. There's Generic Brunette. Good to see you, dear. And Barry the Music Man is in the house as well. We got a few people working real hard out there. I just want to say thank you. Helena J., morning to y'all. Morning to you. And Libby Priest. Hey, Libby. Randall Orser, all the way from Canada. He's a Canadian. From Canada. And, of course, Kit Kat with a Kit Kat. We have some of the best avatars. All right, folks, 6 minutes actually starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you're, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in, and so we must get going. 18 stories in total, and we have, of course, the worst story ever, the worst protection ever, because how Tron Ares ran off the grid. Disney sci-fi movie set to lose $132 million. We know it's well more than that. This is a bologna sausage article designed to protect Disney. For some reason, they think they can run the expectation to this level rather than how much money it's actually going to lose. I think that's embarrassing because it's going to lose well over $200 million. We've got Janet Jackson reportedly wanted Tupac to take an AIDS test before Poetic Justice kissing scene. Now, mind you, this is at a time when there was a massive scare over this and people weren't really sure what to believe. Of course, Dr. Fauci was involved in this, and we can talk about that another time. But let's talk about Ticketmaster getting to the point where they're going to prohibit multiple accounts. So that would keep basically what do you call them? People who resell tickets to scalpers to not be able to do that so easily anymore. The company is defending this particular business practice following the FTC lawsuit, and we'll see if this actually changes things. There's an AI news anchor out there that just debuted on UK's Channel 4 in a stunt proving the dangers of AI. Probably a pretty well-coordinated stunt. The question is, was it actually with somebody with their thumb involved on this, pressing on the scale to try to make it even worse than it would have been naturally? Probably. We've got Michael Fassbender, for some reason, going to star in a Kennedy series on Netflix because he certainly doesn't look like a Kennedy, and for all I know, he doesn't sound like a Kennedy, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to give everybody a chance before I go off on the rail. Speaking of off on the rail, Disney's always been off on a different rail. Star Wars, excuse me, this thing rolled. Adam Driver says Disney shot down Ben Solo's Star Wars sequel film, despite Lucasfilm saying they loved the idea. By the way, this is going to be a Ben Solo thing. It's not anymore, but yeah, what an awful mess. We could have had better Star Wars. Let's just say it that way. And instead, Disney, instead of driving to the boys, they drove to the girls. And we end up with the useless Rey potentially in another film or 3 of her own, which I don't think anybody's going to go to. And I think Disney has figured out that Star Wars is dead. Very dead. Speaking of very dead, workers at major DC concert venues launch unionization effort. You have a couple of different guilds on board here, but musicians still are looking to create a situation where you're going to end up with dead locations because unions eventually kill things through financials, just the way it works. Disney Plus and Hulu cancellations rose after ABC briefly pulled Jimmy Kimmel Live, but that's not why it was. They pulled it because Disney still kept him on the air. That's why people canceled. I hate the way they tell stories at Associated Press because it's all a bunch of bologna sausage. Fallon overtook Kimmel atop YouTube late night chart with K-pop Demon Hunter's performance. You can find this story over on Late Nighter, but there's a lot of weird going on here. I would say it definitely has to do with the guests, but at the same time, it really does point out the fact that Kimmel was living on the fact that another late night host went on vacation to keep his numbers elevated at a time when they should have tanked even further. But these young ladies are going to be golden going forward for anybody, including late night talk shows. We got Ben Stiller decrying the challenging climate for comedy under Trump 2.0. That's not the problem, Ben. You're the problem. You and your crazy extreme leftist actors and comedians. I don't think you're funny. I think you've done some funny movies, and I think that I think that you're to blame for why comedy is hard, because you're always calling out people who don't believe the same thing as you. And how can you make funny things based on that? We've got Trump going to Asia. And of course, this is AP framing. What happens next is anyone's guess. See, this is not news anymore, right? And of course, I already did this story, so let's move on to that. What to know about Amazon cloud outage? That's right. There was a massive AWS outage yesterday that really it did reveal some vulnerabilities to the backbone and the situation and the way things talk to each other, including cloud infrastructure. I think we all need to be keenly aware that sometimes these things happen by accident, but sometimes people are just testing what they can do. We've got newspapers closing, news deserts growing for beleaguered news industry. Beleaguered, yeah. Well, you guys, again, created this problem to begin with. And now you don't have a news trust, which means people aren't going to go look for their local news, even if they had it. Finally, the Supreme Court's considering whether people who regularly smoke pot can be legal gun owners. That's going to be interesting. And finally, we get to the bear story. Very polite black bear stumbles into California Zoo to pay his counterparts a visit. And there he is, just rolling in. There he is. Kind of funny. A bear visiting the zoo to say hi to people. This is at the Sequoia Park Zoo. Amazing. Anyway, thought you guys would like that one. A bear walks into a bar. A bear walks into a zoo. I don't know. Strange. But look, we don't have a lot of time on Tuesdays and Thursdays because we always have a show right after us, which is That Park Place's Morning Magic. And we're going to hang out over there with Vash Sky. You're automatically redirected from here over there. And at least if you're on the YouTube side, if you're hanging out on the green machine, there's that. We got all kinds of amazing things going on. And Jill, I can see your posts, so you are not ghosted or anything weird going on. But anyway, do check out the Discord. Dr. Jill has dropped that in the chat. And to the rest of you, I hope you have an incredible Tuesday. We're going to try to drop 2 more videos today. I've got 4 that I need to record today, so it's going to be busy. Not to mention the fact that thank you for your attention to this matter is also going to be on the table for the day. Let's take a look at the super duper chats from Ruby Hoove, who gifted a Culture Casino membership. Thank you, Ruby Hoove. You are amazing. And it looks like Max in the house. So now it's known, is a good follow on X. And one of the great contributors to the community and the fellowship at large. On that note, I just want to say a quick shout out and thank you to Matt G and a hello to Donovan Bradford. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, Dean, and to everybody else. You are amazing. Texas 84, Vash Sky. You'll see him. If you just stay here, you're going to be automatically teleported to, well, Morning Magic on That Park Place Live. Oh, and check out That Game Place as we are continuing to add stories over there. Our good friend Nolan Thunder's been working really hard and doing the right thing. And on that note, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, let's do a Sherry's commercial.
Are you tired of the same old buffet food at Wang's? Have you had enough dong to last you a lifetime? Well, take just a few more steps past those single-minded restaurants and dive into Sherry's Slam and Clam. Sherry's Slam and Clam Shellfish Bar is truly all you can eat, unlike the 2 shrimp limit that stingy bastard Wang has. In a hurry, let Sherry stuff your box. To go! Be shellfish and take all you want from Sherry's Slam and Clam. Located next to the 3rd Street Bolorama, Sherry's is open 6 days a week. If you are looking to slam clam, get to Sherry's today.